Battlecry of Freedom by Ngakma Nor'dzin.
Part 2. The Slogans. Slogan 4. Even the remedy self-liberates into its own natural condition.
Nyen po ni kang rang sa drol.
When riding is experienced as the perfect harmony of horse and rider, equestrian methods dissolve into the natural experience of riding. The methods I was taught for English horse riding are different from those I learned for Western horse riding. With the English method, the horse moves into the pressure of the leg. With the Western method, the horse moves away from the pressure of the leg. In English riding style, the reins are kept under tension to maintain contact with the bit in the mouth of the horse at all times. The reins hang loose in Western riding style. In English equestrianism, to turn left, pressure is applied to the bit through the rein on the left side, and vice versa to turn right. The reins are joined at the centre with a buckle. In Western equestrianism, the reins are longer and separate. To turn left, the reins are pulled across the neck of the horse to the left, in effect putting pressure on the right side of the horse's neck, and vice versa to turn right. In English equestrianism, the reins are held one in each hand, and a whip may be carried as well as holding the rein. In Western riding, the long reins are held in one hand, the other hand holds the hanging length of reins to use as a whip, which is applied to the boot rather than the horse. To slow the pace or stop the horse in English-style riding, pressure is applied to both reins. In Western riding, the reins are lifted vertically. These methods are congruous with English style or Western style, yet they appear to contradict one another. Riding aids our method. The fruit is the same on an appropriately schooled horse, riding. The horse understands the requests of the rider, and the rider understands how to ask the horse. The method is a language. The same horse can learn both languages and adapt to the rider. My very first lessons as a horse rider were with a lady of Romani descent. She taught me to ride bareback in a round pen. The primary instruction was to lean back and relax into the movement of the horse. At a trot, I would be instructed to almost lie on the horse. Then, later on riding with tack, the primary instruction was to grip with the knees. When I had lessons many years later, in my late 40s, early 50s, gripping with the knees was out of fashion, and I was instructed to wrap the legs and be loose at the knees.
Shema Rinpoche says, once the true nature of phenomena is understood, the perceiving mind that analyzes will dissolve by itself.
The only truth of equestrianism is that human beings can ride horses. A relationship can be established. Different methods of training the horse and the rider all point to the same result, equestrianism. The methods of equestrianism dissolve into the experience of riding. The only truth in Buddhism is the non-duality of emptiness and form. Different methods of training the mind all point to the same result, awakening. The methods of mind training dissolve into the experience of awakening.
Ngakchen Rinpoche says, self and other is the Sutrayana method vis-a-vis understanding non-duality. Subject and object is the outer tantric method vis-a-vis non-duality. Existence and non-existence is the inner tantric method vis-a-vis non-duality. Non-duality is the Dzogchen method vis-a-vis non-duality.
Buddhism is not a religion of truth, it is a religion of method. The methods used will vary according to the vehicle and the teacher. The methods of one vehicle may appear to contradict the methods of another vehicle, but the congruity within the view of the vehicle is primary. To consider a method wrong or a teacher's presentation wrong is a misunderstanding. Practitioners may find that a presentation differs to what they know from one tradition. This will be because it is being offered from the perspective of a different vehicle. The teaching will be congruent within the principle and function of that vehicle. The rider does not need to correct the horse if there is nothing to correct. If awareness is riding the mind, the methods of mind training dissolve into the experience of riding.